Hey guys, just finished watching Arrow Season 4, Episode 22, Lost in the Flood. This is the before, we have one more episode, and next week's episode is now going to be the final episode for Season 4. And this episode was kind of fun. It was kind of interesting with the whole, they kind of went down and were after looking for Thea. Although how the drug kind of wore off and stuff, it was kind of a little bit she just kind of powered through it. It didn't seem like she had that much time to kind of power through it, and I think there was a lot in this episode that they had to do. They had to, destroy the Ark type thing, destroy that place underground. They have to kill off, what's her face, Dark's wife, and do all kinds of stuff, and actually deal with the Felicity and her. And it was cool having Curtis back, which I don't know why he wasn't back in the few more episodes when they really needed him, But it was cool seeing that. And I was thinking about this with this episode. I mean, Dark is trying to blow up the Earth with all the nukes and stuff, and we have Zoom over on the Flash who's trying to take over the Earth and stuff and all that stuff. But the only thing is, Dark, he wants to do it now. He's going to do it now with the nukes and all that stuff. But Zoom seems like he can take his time. Like, he has all these, he's going back and forth. He had all these metahumans last week and stuff, which were taken out. And so, but I'm thinking, what if Zoom was trying to take over the world, just taking his time because he can. He has all the powers to take his time. He has no rush. And then Dark goes and blows up the Earth, and there's nothing left for him to take over and stuff. So I think that would have been cool to see what would happen if Damian Dark and Zoom, their plans kind of start, all of a sudden they just bump, their plans kind of just bump heads and stuff. Like, that would have been cool to see something like that between the two shows, the two villains kind of just finding out about each other during, going, like, their plans getting failed because of this, because of Zoom, because of each other and stuff. Like, that would have been really cool, really way to connect the two shows together. But oh well. But I think it definitely would have been interesting to see those two shows do that. And yeah, so this episode, I think, the whole thing with Thea coming back after the cure and stuff, I think it would have been better, I think, as if they had done all that part before in last week's episode, and have her get kind of drugged at the end of last week's episode, and that's the kind of the hinting thing. Whereas in this episode, they had to show her getting captured, getting drugged, and then why not just have him drug her right at the end of the next episode, and so we could start off right away with her already being drugged in this episode. I think that would have been a better. Would have been better. Then they can have more time with the whole trying to finish the get undrugged and stuff like that, beat through the cure, because we barely saw her. Like, Oliver just says a few lines to her, and then we cut over to Felicity, and it's like during that time she got better, and she powered through it, instead of I don't know. It just, maybe the pills were not as strong because she only took one dose, whereas her boyfriend had been taking them for a while and stuff. But we'll just wait and see. Although I just found that a little bit too, easy and stuff. When you'd think that Malcolm would have given her like a full handful of pills just to make sure that she was, not able to use any of her, chi and any of her training with him and Oliver to kind of power through that and kind of mind over body and all that stuff, and get through the drugs. But other than that, it was kind of interesting. It was cool seeing Felicity and Felicity's parents and stuff together. So I definitely can't wait to see what happens in next week's episode. Hopefully we get something. I was hoping to get something in here because Curtis was in here, but he really didn't do much in this episode. I was hoping for some sort of Mr. Terrific, heading towards that direction. But I feel like we're a lot way further than we were, because when we had Ray Palmer in season 3, at this point we had already seen him almost in his suit, if I'm not mistaken, flying around and doing stuff. So I hope we get something like that to kind of next week's episode, kickstart, just to launch Curtis towards Mr. Terrific or something like that. I think that would definitely be cool to see something. Like maybe, he gets hurt in next week's episode and he's stuck. I don't know, somewhere to get him turned into Mr. Terrific. I'd love to see him just kind of launched there in the next episode. Although unless it's something like big, like he gets attacked or because there is, he is there. And what if Damien goes after him and kind of launches him out the window with his magic, and kind of, so Curtis is like crippled and he kind of has to, he's hooked up to a computer and builds himself a robotic suit to wear or something like that, and then turns himself into Mr. Terrific. I don't know, just trying to think of a way. I really hope we can get a way to jumpstart him into Mr. Terrific, or at least to, kick and just a kickstart into that direct direction. Since right now he's like not even on that path. At least in season 3, Ray Palmer was building the suit slowly. Whereas Curtis is just he has a T-spheres and that's about it. And so we'll have to wait and see what happens. So let me know what you think, guys, about this episode in the comments below. What did you think? How do you think Curtis? Do you think Curtis will get kick started towards Mr. Terrific in the next episode? Let me know what you think, guys, in the comments below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.